kind of give us a little bit of a history of kind of the just transition and why you have some of the philosophies that you do at Homeplace High Adventure?
Yeah, so Appalachia has always kind of been home to an extractive economy. People taking things out of the land, whether it was logging or then later coal. And a lot of times that involves value coming out of communities and not really going back in. And now that coal is starting to leave the region, there has become this need to transition to a new type of economy because the old one is going away. And the just transition movement wants to focus on making sure that whatever that new economy is, that it's good for the communities and that it treats the communities better than they've been treated in the past. And that's something that's really important to us because we're bringing people into these communities and we're operating in these communities and making money here. And we want to make sure that, when we're making money, we're not doing damage to the areas that we're making money in, that we're building those areas up and helping those communities.
Appealed to you, and because I know on your website it says that once a year you volunteer and choose a nonprofit organization to fundraise for and volunteer with. So what specifically about the State Project, what maybe turned you on to wanting to actually choose their organization to do this with your first year in business?
Well, the State Project, they do a really good job of empowering youth of Appalachia, which I think is super important because the youth is the future, and they are the ones that are going to build tomorrow. So I think that if we can empower them, then we're empowering the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, Lou. Hi. So Lou is actually from the State Project. So what? How is what a business like Homeplace High Adventure? How does that impact the State Project? And what are some of the things that they really do?
Well, so State Project is to empower young people, and it's to make young people feel supported in their communities. And when you have businesses that are willing to invest in young people and spend time on young people, because so many young people feel like they don't have a voice in their community and like it's not even worth it to participate. Yeah. Because there's not a space for them, because we're not taken seriously, because we, for various reasons, and when a place like Homeplace High Adventure decides they want to help, support us, it means a lot because it's validating that voice, and it's like we see you, we hear you, you are a part of this narrative, we are a part of this narrative, and they're young folks too, so they're a part of this as much as we are. We're all trying to make our own space in these communities and feel empowered, to have jobs, to be supported, to feel like we have connections. So.
We're an outdoor adventure guiding company. We do mainly a lot of hiking, canoeing, kayaking, some whitewater, some exploring, a little bit of caving, pretty much exclusively in eastern Kentucky. So think from the Red River Gorge east to the border with Virginia, and then we do some stuff as far south as Big South Fork, Cumberland River, various other things. So I will briefly say, when it comes to small white mushrooms, that's one of the most ambiguous categories of mushrooms. So the area that we're in right now is the Red River Gorge geological area. And this area is, I guess, what's considered the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. So this is sort of right where the bluegrass starts to turn into the mountains, but we're not really in Appalachia, the Appalachian Mountains proper.
This is a real pretty view. We're now basically on top of Gray's Arch. Gray's Arch proper is right down there. It is more challenging this last step of the way.
Kentucky is so brimming with natural beauty, so full of adventurous possibilities framed on all sides by wild and unbridled landscapes, that we felt we needed to create a way to share it with not only out-of-towners, but also with locals who don't feel comfortable or experienced enough to go out on their own. This allows us to build community by using adventure tourism within Kentucky. We also believe and feel a deep responsibility for being a catalyst for sustainable economic development in Kentucky. This means that we will not have to choose between our paychecks and our home.